Hi guys, it's Lara. Thank you so much for watching and welcome back to my channel. So it's been extremely hot recently in Vienna. We've been having something around 35 degrees Celsius. I think that's like 95 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's been crazy. It has been too hot to do pretty much anything. I haven't been exercising on the pole during that time because I was sweating so much, so I would be basically just sliding down the pole, and also it might have been dangerous for some inverts and tricks. So I've been doing basically just yoga and stretching for the past, let's say, 1.5 weeks. And I thought it might be interesting for some of you to film my recent routine, what I've been doing during this hot time. So if you want to know more about that, then please keep watching. The first thing I always do is warming up. I have a video about my warm-up routine, so I will link it down below. I never skip warming up because it helps me to limber up, especially in the morning when I feel so stiff, and it prevents injuries. I have been doing this routine for years now. It helps me to warm up my entire body from head to toe, and I literally always start with my head and work my way down. Limbering up in a certain order is for me personally the best way how to make sure that I won't forget any muscle group. Whenever I don't feel like exercising, or when I'm simply tired after my workouts from the previous days, I do only my warm-up routine. Limbering up right in the morning is a wonderful way how to start a day, and trust me, it makes you feel so much better. Once I warmed up, I like doing a sun salutation, so I won't talk about the individual poses because you have seen me doing sun salutations numerous times, and I hold each pose for 5 deep breaths. And just for the record, I am not a professional. Even though I'm fit, I am aware that my poses are not always 100% correct, so this video is only for inspirational purposes. I always like adding a few forward bends. Before I do the other side, I always like to rest for a while in child's pose. Once I'm done with the other side, I rest shortly in child's pose again, and after that I like doing a few poses that stretch my legs. Then I always add a few twists. And of course I do it for both sides. Again, stretching my legs. Happy baby pose to open my hips. And then I put the heels together and create kind of a diamond shape and keep stretching a little bit on my back. Next, I do a few yoga boat variations to strengthen my core. And then I do a few back bend poses. And then I rest for a few breaths and then I do a few down dog variations. And then I finish up the sequence. Once I'm done, I grab my yoga wheel and stretch my shoulders and do a few more back bends. My shoulder flexibility, or rather the lack of, is something I need to work on more, so I do it as a part of my routine now. Next, I grab my foam roller and roll my muscles out. This is amazing because it helps you to achieve deeper stretch and it also massages your muscles, so this is definitely a tool I absolutely love. And once I'm done with the foam roller, I stretch my legs. I hold each stretch for 2 minutes. And I do have a video about my stretching routine. I think it's even in real time, so I will link it down below. Whenever I'm done with my stretching routine, I like to meditate for a few minutes. It helps me to let go of any negative thoughts and to focus on the positive. And during my meditation, I also like saying, just mentally, a few positive affirmations. And of course, while I'm doing that, I always breathe deeply. And last but not least, I like practicing a few inverts. I really enjoy being upside down. Yoga wheel helps me with the poses where I feel like I need some kind of a safety net. If you want me to make a video about the yoga wheel and my other equipment, let me know in the comments. The training that you have seen today takes me for about an hour. Whenever I have less time, I kind of skim it and do just a few poses. The routine that you have just seen is pretty much what I've been doing for the past 1.5 weeks, and I'm gonna do this for the few following days because it's still supposed to be hot, but they said that over the weekend it's finally gonna cool off, so I'm really excited about doing pole dance again. Now, when I had a little bit less time than today, I would kind of skim the routine, but in general it was pretty much all the same. Now, I have to admit, I haven't been exactly super motivated to do sports recently because whenever it's so hot, I feel like I don't want to move at all. I always feel exhausted and just, lazy. But I knew if I wouldn't exercise at all, I would feel even worse. So I had to kick my butt. And what helped me was when I got up, I put on my crop top and my shorts. And then I took out the yoga mat, my yoga wheel, my foam roller, the speaker that I'm using for my music. And once everything has been set up, it would have felt pretty stupid if I wouldn't do anything. So I kind of had to start. So I always warmed up shortly. Then I started with the sun salutation, and then I started to feel the flow, and everything was amazing. And I felt like, yes, let's do more. On the other hand, I also allowed myself to have a little bit more rest days than usual. For example, last Friday when I woke up, I felt that my muscles were super tired. So even when I would just walk up the stairs, I felt they were more tired than usual. So I have decided to give it a rest for a few days because your muscles need the time to recover, and it's always important to listen to your body. So I ended up having 3 rest days, and today when I woke up, I felt energized and ready to exercise again. And I think that's also important. It's great to push yourself, but never too far. You also have to respect your own limits. And that's all for today. I hope that you guys ended up enjoying today's video. If that was the case, don't forget to give the video a thumb up because that really helps my channel. You can also subscribe to my channel if you didn't yet. You can also turn on the notifications if you want to. And as usual, I have listed and linked down below a lot of stuff that might be either interesting or helpful for you. And thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I'm looking forward to seeing you at my next video. Bye!